Okay, so we're just giving people a little time to come in. Make sure that you are smashing that notification bell. You can also share this live if you like, or tag a few people that you think this would be good for. And don't be shy, because this is a place to discuss things. You don't have to be a veteran to really have input, because I learn from people every day in the lives and in life. So this is not a place where if you're not seasoned, you can't speak up. This is a place to kind of get the discussion going, to kind of get the mind brewing, so we can all make money in the beauty industry, okay? And you can invite people or share with people who may not necessarily be nail techs, because this is anyone in the beauty industry or for an entrepreneur overall. So just sit back and we'll come on soon. Thanks for your support. This track is so funny to me. I just had to throw it in because the emotions be running high, honey. But I'm coming soon. Just hold on. Just giving people time to come on in. Get what you need to get. We're starting soon. Oh my God, I didn't do that right. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Because I'm doing it on my phone and I have a special guest. So I'm doing it on my phone. Oh, let me tilt it down.
Yeah, tilt it down.
Tilt it down.
I'm sure.
Well, my chair is kind of tall.
You're taller than me.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. I scheduled this because I said, you know what? I have to go online. I cannot keep talking about it. I just got to do it. So last night I scheduled it. And once I schedule it, it's scheduled and I got to come online. So here we are. And I don't know who this is, but she came in my house. I was taking the garbage out. And you know, I had a lot of garbage to take out, right? Because now I'm taking out garbage from like 3 floors. And it's just like, I come back inside and she's in the hallway. She looks familiar, but I do not know her. I do not know her. What is her name? And she's walking through my house, eating all my food and snacks and everything. I don't know her. How is everyone doing tonight? I see Keepa Nettie was here. She got her little cocktail. I'm gonna cover mine, but you already know.
I'm back. Hello.
And who are you? Can you hear us okay? Who are you? Oh, don't try to act. Why you took your hair off?
Yeah, I took it off.
Oh, you must have put too much hairspray and it fell off.
What? No. I didn't put any.
Okay, well.
Just sitting there.
What? She has her own YouTube channel too. What's your YouTube channel?
Well, my mom deleted it, so I have to restart it.
It was called Ayana Cool Cat.
It was.
They said they can hear us.
But I'm gonna restart it with my friends.
Oh.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you're ready.
I might do it for my birthday.
Oh, okay. We should make a party out of it. We'll talk about it later. So how is everyone doing? I see Keeping Nettie here. She said, hey, she got her cocktail ready. Yeah. We got Artina. Artina said, hey, she said she can hear us. And so we have all three here. We have Facebook. We have 2 different Facebook channels and a YouTube up here tonight. I just put it on all of them. So I just want to I'm giving people a chance to log in. But I just want to ask, is it just me? Because I cannot stand when people do this. Like, don't you hate when you're in a parking lot, right? Now, it's little stupid stuff that bother me. Don't you hate when you're in a parking lot and you're trying to pull out of a spot and the parking space in front of you is empty? And it's almost like a person can see that you're about to just drive forward instead of having to back out the parking space. I hate backing up. And so I feel like that person, it could be 1,000,000 parking spaces. Like it was 1,000,000 parking spaces in this lot. And this woman decides to pull in front of me. Now, why you got to pull in front of me? It was almost like she wanted to make my life more inconvenient on purpose. Like, why did you?
Hello, my friend.
She been walking around with that hand since she found that hand. You all know what this is. Since she found this, it's like it has become her imaginary friend. What's your hand's name? What's your hand's name?
This is George.
George. Her hand. The manicurist's hand name is George.
He says hi. He says he'll be back
in
a minute after he gets his life together.
Oh, okay, George. Okay, George. But don't you just hate that? Is it just me? Do you feel like people do that when you're in a parking lot and you feel like you could have parked anywhere in this big old lot? It's all these parking spaces. But since you see that I am about to get in my car and pull off and you pull in front of me, and I may just be a little bit paranoid, but I just feel like people do that on purpose. I really do. Oh, I think she's putting her hair back on. So, hey, Anthony, we have Anthony here. Hey, what's up? We got a new pose. I see you. Hey, Polish by Shell. How are you? I have been meaning to make this video for a while. The name of this video, what is the name of this video? It is, Are You Out of Order?
What?
Are you out of order? How many of you all think you know what I'm talking about? I had to make this video for a reason because in the past couple of months, I've had about 4. Oh, with her hair on. She's back with her hair on. Let me.
I'm back, y'all.
I'm gonna scoot down. So in the past 4 months, I've had like 4 different people tell me about them. I don't even know if I should have you in this conversation, but 4 different people tell me about, wanting to go out and jump and get this space. I don't get it why everyone wants to come out and just jump into buying and spending money on a private space right away. I've had like 4 people say this to me, and they always want to come to me for my advice. I usually charge for advice, and all of these people, I gave them my advice for free, and they did the complete freaking opposite of what I suggest. I don't know why they wouldn't want to listen to me because I've been doing this over 30 years, but they did the complete opposite. So this is what I'm talking about. Are you out of order? So I just want to get a consensus on what people are thinking. When you are done with your training and all of this, what do you think your next steps are? I just want to know, can you all talk to me? Don't just stare at me now. I want to know, what do you all think your next steps are? What should they be?
Share comments, people.
Say it again.
Share comments, people want to know what she wants to know. I'm just here to be here.
Okay, so let's ask this question right here. Where should newbies start? I really want to know, where do you all think newbies should start? So you're finished with school, you think you know a little something, and where do you think you should be starting out? Like, seriously, I want to know, because I know what the best thing is for you, but I just want to see, like, is everyone thinking like this? Because I've had literally 4 people come to me with the same scenario, and I gave them my advice, and they did the complete opposite. So I'm going to give you all 30 seconds, because you know this is interactive and I want you all to talk to me. It's no fun just talking to the camera and nobody's talking back to me. So please tell me, where should newbies start? Okay. Thank you for talking to me. And then we have Sherry. Hey, Sherry. Good vibes. Yes. Polished by Shell said, find a niche. Find a niche and build a clientele. Find a niche and build a clientele. I really like that answer. Polish by Shell also said, a salon, a commission based to get experience. I love that answer as well. A salon commission based salon to get some experience. I like that. I like that. Okay. So you said it's low. I have my volume turned all the way up. I don't know what else to do. Because I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone. So anytime I'm in this room, I'm on my phone. I could have did it. I have to finish setting up downstairs. So I'm like in my closet, a little walk-in closet room. And it's just so easy to do this because I literally just finished working. And as you all know, I'm running an Airbnb. So I had guests check out. The cleaner is up there now. So I'm like washing towels and all that. I just didn't have time to set up all the lighting. So it's really easy for me to just set up here. So I hope you can hear me. I'm going to try to talk up a little bit more. Learning space is like a beauty salon with multiple stylists. A learning space like a beauty salon with multiple stylists. I agree. Multiple spaces like a beauty salon. So I'm just really confused because you all seem to know the answer, right? Can you all really explain to me, because I'm not getting it, why is it that people are wanting to come right out of school, and they're hopping, literally, I've had for about 4 people in the past 8 months wanting to come right out of school, and they want to just run out and get a space. And I know a few of them have done it, and they have went ghost on me because they don't want to hear what I have to say about it. But it's like, I'm trying to wrap my mind around why people insist on doing this. You're not hurting me. You're not hurting me. You know? So I guess my next question is, what is the proper order for newbies? What do you all think is the proper order? I'm serious. Like, have you all thought about what the proper order is? Because I think that people are just like, they're going to school, and people don't realize that schools are set up a certain way for a certain reason. Schools are all about money. Okay, baby? I've said this many times. The schools are all about money. A lot of the teachers are not, they're teaching you what they know. They're teaching you the bare bones, they're teaching you the bare basics, and they're teaching you what they know. And I think that what is happening in these schools is that people are inflating people's heads and have them thinking that they are really good. I've seen people in schools, even when I've been in school, or whenever I work with the schools, no matter what type of job they do on the person, the teacher, the instructors are always going to walk up and tell them they did a good job, even if they didn't do a good job. Now, that is a problem. that is a problem because you are giving people false hope. You are giving people false hope. And for some people, they may say, well, you're being negative. It's not negative, it's business. And in business, when people get out there, they're not going to pay you $100 on something that's subpar, or they're not going to pay you on $100 on something that's sloppy. And so that's a problem. And that's the reason why, like you said, I feel like these people don't get why I'm saying what I'm saying to them. I think that people really think I'm being a hater. Like, I don't care. I'm still making my money. I'm still getting my coins. I'm trying to tell you what you should be doing so you don't get your feelings hurt out here in the real world. Because in school, these instructors always have these people thinking that every job they did was great. And I'm looking like, nobody's going to pay for that. They're going to complain. They're not going to want to pay. They're not going to come back. But people are not, they're very fake with you in school. And that is the truth. They're fake. I'm sorry. I know that hurts some feelings. I know. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Somebody needs to say it. In school, they always say you did a good job. They want your money. They want to make sure you keep coming back. They want to make sure that you pay tuition. And if the school has financial aid, they want to make sure that you keep coming so they can keep your attendance at a certain number so they can continue to get your financial aid. That's it. That's all. So they want to keep you encouraged and in a good mind space so you can keep coming back because it's all about money. And what I'm saying that happens is that these people are walking out here with these inflated egos and not in touch with their real skill set. They're not in touch with their real skill set. Ooh. I'm going to read some comments before I keep going. This is just real. Okay, sound is better? Okay. It's the image of the boss babe. Okay, I get what you're saying. So people want to come right out of school and be this instant big boss. Because, now, especially since the pandemic happened, everybody's a damn boss. Everybody's a boss. Everybody's this big boss, right? Okay. That's what it is. Everybody want to have this facade that they're killing it in life. But guess what you're killing? Your wallet. You're putting your wallet in a negative. I'm going to put that up there. It is the image of the boss babe because the boss babe is trending right now. Everybody wants to be a boss. Everybody wants to be a boss babe. Yes, I'm wearing my designs cape. This is the one I've been working in lately. Yes. What did you say? I don't know what she's saying. Okay. Don't you put that hand back in here. I know when I was in school, that's the dream. They sell you and they think you're going to come out just making all this money. That's what I'm saying. And when I tell people the truth, people that could come to me for free advice, free. Because, I charge for consultations because time is money. I give people free advice and it's not what they want to hear. And so then they stop talking to me and they go out and do it anyway. And then they get quiet. They get quiet because they know that I was right and they don't want me to say I told you so. And it's not even that I want to say I told you so. I just want to stop you from spending so much unnecessary money and letting the public crush your feelings. Because the truth is you have to go out there and get some darn experience. And being in school is not giving you real experience. The school's responsibility is to get you ready for state boards. I don't care what field you're in. That's all they care about. It's getting you ready for state boards. I've said this in so many videos. People do not want to listen to me. It's very annoying for people to come to me and I give them good sound advice because what you do does not affect me either way. You get what I'm saying? I think people need to get out their feelings because I don't care what you do. But if you really want to know the truth and do it the right way, I'm going to tell you what you need to do. And people don't listen. It's so annoying. It is so annoying. And then I hate when people try to ask me a question and I give them the real answer that's going to help them in their career. And then they try to debate me. How are you debating me on something you have no experience in? Please tell me, because I've worked in every field. I've worked every angle in this field you can imagine. Celebrity, corporate, hotel. All I've worked it all. I've done it all. Any aspect of this business, I've worked it. I've had experience on it from many different angles, and people know my background. And then they talk to me, and I give them the real advice that they need, and they don't want to do it. I'm gonna start saying, and when I talk to people, well, what do you want me to say? I'm gonna say, what do you want to happen? And then I'm gonna tell them what they want to hear. But then they still come back and blame me because what they want to hear ain't not going to get them where they want to be. You said my teacher definitely kept it 100, but I do know what you mean. See, a lot of teachers don't though. A lot of teachers tell them it's cute, it's beautiful, you did a good job. And I've seen jobs where people, I'm like, ain't nowhere in the world I would have paid for that. Like the school I went to, they always doing a lot of senior citizens. Yeah, you can get away with that crap doing it on senior citizens because they don't have anybody to do anything for them. So anything you do for them, they're going to be grateful, right? Let's be real here. Okay. And then they paying school prices and they give them a chance to get out the house and have some social time. So they're grateful for whatever. Let's have a real conversation here, not BS, right? So they're going to be grateful for whatever. When you talking about jumping out from school and jumping into your own space with no experience, no real clientele or anything like that, I don't know what people expect to happen. All you should expect to happen is that you drain your damn bank account real fast, unless you know how to market yourself. And even then, that's still what? Out of order. That is out of order because you should not be in your own space before you have built your brand or built some type of clientele. That is out of order. Melinda Suzanne said, I'm not going to pay. Wait, not going to pay for you to practice on my eyebrows. Go to someone else first. Go under. Exactly. You cannot. And I'm glad you said that word because that's how you're going to look. Because you came into the school and the school done pumped your head up. Got you thinking that you're ready to just jump out there and get your own space. And it is out of order. And you cannot be practicing on people who are paying you a real price. You cannot be practicing on people who are paying you a real price. You have to be good. And school is not teaching you enough to be good, you guys. I know people don't want to hear that, but that is not how it goes. When I went to school, I had already been doing nails for like over 10 years. Because like I said, back in the day, nobody harped on a license. I went to get my license because the state board, had come into the picture because I told that story already. I went to school on a technicality. So yeah, and I still didn't jump out and get my own space. I'm trying to figure out why people want to jump out of school and just go spend all their money renting spaces. I'm seeing people willing to spend $1,000, $1,500 a month on a space. Why would you want to do that with no damn clientele and no experience? That does not make sense. And I'm just trying to understand, is it just me or is it the times we're in today or is it just a person who's hard-headed and want to learn the hard way? The newbie, Polished by Shell, said the newbie should find their niche. And that's another thing. You need to find your niche. You're not going to be good at everything. I'm a nail tech and I'm not good at everything. I don't draw. Okay? We have nail techs out here who could draw their butt off but that's their thing. You have people that's out here good with stones. I'm good with stonework. I'm good with, shaping, and I'm good with acrylic, and I'm good with natural nails. But I'm not a drawer or any of that. And I don't do super long nails. Some girls make their living off of doing super long nails. You have to find your niche. And then, like you said, build a clientele. That is how you build a clientele because your niche is your specialty, is what you're good at, is what you do, is what you're known for. You have to take time to find that first. And that is where your clientele comes from. A clientele is not friends and family coming to you. Let me say that one more time because some people got that twisted and an inflated head on that part too. I'm sorry if this video is making you mad. We need to have this conversation. Your friends and your family members coming to you here or there and them giving you whatever they feel like giving you is not a clientele. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry. I want you to get all this BS out your head and get into the real world and get into your bag for real and get into this business for real. So we gotta push through these false thoughts, right? Now, you said find your niche, build your clientele, build your brand and name, keep your education up, and then you reach that point you can go out on your own. Right. Why am I running into so many people who are running out of school on their own instantly? And I swear to God, if I let these people work on me, I bet you it would be nothing that I would pay the real price for. Because I'm going to be able to tell within the first 15 minutes, most of the time, that they are not experienced. You said, but they not. It's all about designs. Exactly. It's all about designs. It's like, it's not productive. It's counterproductive for you to do that. I've literally run into 4 people who have done that. And one person, I gave them my advice a year ago. Hadn't seen them. They came back. They still wanted to do that. And my question was, well, how many clients do you have now? Have you built your clientele? Working on it. If it's a whole, and that's another thing, if it's a whole year later, if it's 6 months later, if it's 8 months later, and you're still saying to me, oh, I'm gonna do, or I plan on do, you're not doing it, you're bullshitting. Okay? Let's have a real question. Let's have a real conversation here. When I talk to you about something, see, I listen, I'm engaged. I like to talk. And so if I tell you something, you say you're going to do it, I'm going to remember that you said you're going to do it. So next time I see you, I'm going to ask you, have you done it? If you keep giving me excuses, I think you're full of shh. So this person, almost a year later, tells me that they're still looking for a space. You're still looking for a space. Okay. It's been a whole year. How much have you built up your clientele? I mean, why are you still looking for a space? I don't understand why people put so much energy into looking into their own space, but they won't put any energy into their marketing, their branding, like you said, finding their niche or anything like that. You're just so obsessed with having a freaking space. But somebody else said earlier, it's because a lot of people are obsessed with feeling like they're a boss babe. You're not a boss babe. You're a debt. You're a debt babe. That's what you are. Sorry. You're a debt babe. You are making a financial mistake. That is what you're doing. You're making a financial mistake to inflate your own head because your school has started this stupid trend of having you thinking that you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. They did not instill in you that you need to focus on these other things first. And so you want to go out and keep having this inflated feeling of thinking that you are about to kill it. But reality is going to soon set in, unless you're rich, that you are just spending money, honey, because these people want their money. They want their bread. I'm going to read. Hey, CC. It says, that's because I'm drinking this carbonated beverage, which I'm covering up because I can't show you. Some people's egos are too big to work under someone so they can actually learn. And, it's so silly, though, because you're in school learning from someone who's just giving you the bare bones basics. So that makes no sense. Like, why wouldn't you want to go up under other people? You should go into a salon, or other people have been doing this. That makes complete. It makes me want to pull out my wig. Let me tell you something. I say to myself, I learn something new every day, and I learn something new every day. My niece just taught me something new about Roblox and what's going on. I didn't know that they were doing the what are they doing on Roblox? You said the big baby doll head killing everybody.
Oh, it's called Squid Game.
I didn't know they were letting the kids play Squid Game online.
I can tell you about it. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
So you want me to?
No, not right now.
Kiki.
But I'm saying you learn something new every day. If you feel like you know everything, you're gonna have a hard time in life. If you feel like you know everything, your life is not gonna go as successful as it could. If you think you know everything, nobody can tell you anything, you are not going to accomplish a lot of your things because you don't listen. And I just noticed that a lot of people simply don't freaking listen. Okay? If I went into a salon today and I started working, let's say I started a new salon on Sunday, I'm going to learn some new stuff. Even me being in the industry all these years, I'm still going to learn something new. By the end of the week, I'm going to pick up new tips and tricks by the end of the week from working with these new people. Every time I work in a salon or spa, I pay attention to the people around me and I'm watching what they're doing. Some people, like you said, some people egos are so big that they are stunting their own growth. Only thing you are doing is digging a financial hole for yourself, and you're going to get frustrated in this industry and you're not going to last. I'm sorry. You're not going to make it because you don't fucking listen. And you think you know it all and you don't want to listen. So, matter of fact, I ain't gonna say last. You're not gonna get into the industry because you're not, you never built the clientele. Nobody wants to take time to build a clientele. It takes time. You have to do your work. You have to crawl before you can walk. And a lot of people just want to run. How are you getting to running? You ain't crawled, you ain't walked, you ain't put on the shoes, the knee pads to do none of this stuff. You just want to get up running. It's not gonna work. Have to practice, practice, practice. Learn how to have a good application and knowing the basics. Exactly. And we all know in school, no matter what you do, they give you a little bit of tidbit of advice and they just move you on to the next one because they don't really care. The schools do not really care. They want to show you a little something, but they just want to make sure you pass and stay bored because if their numbers get too low, then if they're getting financial aid, they run the risk of losing their endorsement to receive financial aid. So that is their main concern. And a lot of people don't know that behind the scenes, they have to keep a certain pass rate in order to receive financial aid. And so that while they're showing you something, the people that are sitting in the office that's talking to those teachers that employ those teachers, they're putting the pressure on them to make sure they pass state board. It is not to make sure that you really know what the hell you really doing in real life, to make some real money and be charging people real prices. I passed state board and got a job assisting so I can get experience. Yes, 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 yes. Madam Gracie, yes. I know you passed some time ago, right? I think. Congratulations. But I will tell you, don't even assist. I keep it real. You don't even have to assist. Okay, you assisted for a month or two. Don't assist no more than 90 days, honey. If it's past 90 days, it's time for you to go out there and work. But go work someplace that's going to challenge you. And you're going to be like overwhelmed at first. But I'm telling you, 3, 4, 5 months later, you're going to notice you are a way better nail technician. Way better. Yeah, that is crazy. Okay. Polished by Shell said, people want that boss status and they will play the part to the fullest and go broke. Exactly. And I'm looking like, why are you insisting? Literally, I have people insisting on doing the exact opposite of what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, well, I like my money. I like to go on vacations and buy wigs for my money. So if you want to go broke spending money on a space that's just sitting there empty and you just made super pretty for no reason, then that's on you. They see all the fun stuff that people put online about being a nail tech, but not the real deal. That's what I'm saying. They just want to skip right to that. Nobody wants to go through the struggle. Nobody wants to do their due diligence. They don't want to do their work. They don't want to develop themselves professionally. You cannot get to step Z and you don't want to go through the grind. And I'm just so annoyed when people come to me asking me this question and I tell them this and they don't listen. They run out and they get a space and it's just counterproductive. But I shut my mouth because if you got the money to go spend that much money, that's a whole nother mortgage. That's a whole nother car note. If you want to go spend that money for no reason to have a space that you barely use, that you paying out your pocket, out your paychecks, you still stuck at a job. You still stuck at a job and you bring the space over here. I don't work no job. And I'm going to tell you, at this point in my career, I still won't rent no space for nobody. I really say to work from home. That's the best thing ever, work from home. But anyway, I think my school glamorized booth rent. We had 2 different sections about it being the easy way to own a business. Thank God my teacher was a real one and actually gave us the truth. Yeah, and I'm saying, like, if you really want to feel like a boss, at least a safer way too is this is where I rent a booth. You rent out a booth and you can work that section. But and the good thing about renting a booth too is because you're around other people, other hairstyles and stuff, you can kind of get some exposure, but don't depend on the people in that salon to feed you clientele. It's not their responsibility. That's another thing. A lot of people move into a salon and they expect the salon. And I know one of the people who's telling me what they're going to do, regardless of what I say, have at it. They are so dependent on the people around them to feed them business. Baby, they will come over there and introduce themselves. Maybe one person will come sit in your chair. If you ain't spectacular, that word will spread so damn fast that you don't know what you're doing. Your head will spin. That's how that's gonna go. A lot of people like, nah, she don't know what she's talking about because this place I got is the bomb. It's 15 hairstylists, 3 barbers. I'm about to kill it. Yeah, they all looking at you because they don't know your work. You don't have no social media presence, so you have no way of saying who you are. So people scared to mess with you. Somebody gonna come mess with you. Maybe 2 people in the beginning, maybe 3. But if they did not rave about you, or they just said it was okay, or it shipped, or it did this, guess what? You done from that point forward. So you cannot go into a space thinking that just because it's so busy, you're going to be killing it, because they don't know you. The only way you could do that is if you go into a space and you already got a social media following, you already ish and all that. But in which case you wouldn't need them, would you? Because your book should already be filled. I can go move into a space today with nobody in there, with a lot of people in there. I'm still going to have people in my chair. And so let me tell you something. It's going to have the opposite effect for me, because they're going to see so many people coming in my chair. They're going to want to sit in my chair. So, you got to think about that. I'm coming in with a clientele, so it's going to make them curious and want to sit in my chair. And I'm going to have to see when I can fit you in, baby. Let me give you the link. I might have some openings you have to check. I don't know. It changes hourly, and it does. But it takes time to get there, and nobody wants to do the work to get there. So, it's so annoying, because their heart is not in it. Because their heart is not in it. This is not what they want to do in life as a career, and that's the thing. People want to do it for fun, and they don't want to admit it. This is my real career, though. This is what I do, baby. This is how I pay my light bill, phone bill, gas bill, water bill, gas, my car, everything you see back here, nails. You get what I'm saying? This is what I do for real. And a lot of people don't want to admit it to themselves. They just think it's a fun thing to do. And they play like they want to do it as a career. And it's hard for me to have real conversations with those people, because this is my real life. This is how I buy groceries. You get it? Like, so me and you can't vibe because your mind is not in it as deep, because you're in it on a surface level. You're not even really in it. It's more like a hobby. and people get on my nerves talking to me like they so serious. And then when I tell them what it takes to really do it on that level, they want to tune me out or half me or whatever, or ignore me. And it's like, well, okay, don't talk to me about it no more, because you're really just a hobbyist. Thanks. I'm definitely going to do that. Yeah. I went out and did that, and it was stupid. Rent a space. I'm sorry. That was the best advice you gave me, was to set up at home. Yes. It's house hacking. Have it pay for your bills. Why would you pay rent over there and then you got to come home and pay rent over here? If you got a space and a setup, you can do it from home. Set it up from home. $200, $300 a week will pay your mortgage and your rent. Why pay rent over there? You still got to cover the rent over here. It's the best advice ever. And you ain't got to drive nowhere. You don't have to spend money on lunch. You don't have to, you can take naps in between people. You can get loads of laundry done in between people. It's like a win all the way around, right? I went out and did that. Oh, wait. I already read that. I did that, and it was stupid paying all that money. The best advice you gave me was to use the extra space in my home, and it's working perfectly. Did we do a consultation? I'm not sure. I think we did a consultation, and I was talking you to death, because you could book a consultation with me, but if I'm in the meat of what I'm saying, I'm going to keep talking till you get it. I want to make sure you get something out of this, and we have a plan of action, a course of action. I always want to make sure. Always. Okay? Just saying. Okay, so I have one more question, and here it is. How long do you think it takes to make money in this industry? How long do you think it takes to make money in this industry? If you think it's fast, Tell me why. If you think it's slow, tell me why. What I'm going to do is, you already know what I got to do. I got to run to the ladies' room, the powder room. And I want to know, like, realistically, I'm just thinking, like, what are people thinking it takes to get to a certain point? You all looking on social media. These people got you all, like, delusional about how easy it is. It's not easy. So how long do you think it takes, realistically, to make money in this industry? We're going to come back and discuss that. Okay? Okay. Hold on. Now available at www.chicagobeautysource.com. Again, that's www.chicagobeautysource.com. Oh my God. You all are not going to believe this. I'm sitting up here looking for my niece, and she got some nails on. And I'm like, you done went downstairs and did your nails that
I was
fast?
right there.
And let me tell you, she got nails on. And I'm show them in hand, the other hand, real quick. She just did that fast while I've been talking. And tell them how you made these nails.
I used Skittles. They're good. And they're fun. And colorful.
Show them. No, you moving. Put it right there. Do it like this.
Colorful.
She smashed Skittles and made them into
nails.
I smashed them. She sounded like me making nails out of Elmer's glue back in the day because I didn't have anything. So I wanted some nails on, and so I took Elmer's glue and I started putting glue all around the house. And when it dried, I would pop it up and put it on my nail. I've told that story so many times. She put, wait, look at it closer. Just hold it still. Let's see how they look. Wait.
Can't really see this because of light.
Y'all look at that. Ain't that crazy, y'all? These are Skittles. Wow, creativity of the year, honey. I'm gonna give you $100. Go on over this one. I give it to you over the course of the time I know you in life. I'm gonna give you $100 for that one. That was so genius.
Peace out, peeps.
Peace out, peace. Okay. Okay, I'm just taking advantage of the company free education. Bloop. And built by my boo business. Yes, we did a consultation. I remember I was talking you to death. You're like, okay, I gotta go. I'm like, wait, well, hold on, one more thing. I remember, I'm like, wait now, did you get what I said? Yes, because I am not the type of person to just take people's money. I want to sit down and figure out what's going on. get a whole scope of what's going on. And I want to give you a plan of action instead of, some of these coaches online you'll talk to and they just give you a whole bunch of fluff and they ain't doing nothing but recycling somebody else's information. I want you to have a course of action and feel like you got your money's worth and that it was worth your spend. So I'm glad you took that advice. Thank you. We were told it takes up to 2 solid years to make money in this industry, and it can. If you're really good with social media, though, you can get it faster. But to really have a solid clientele, because you're going to have a lot of people rotate through your chair, and they're not going to be a good fit. That's the other thing. Don't depend on the friends and the family, because in the beginning, I've told you all this. I made this term up, but it's the perfect term. It's called compassion clients. You cannot depend on them because they are what I call compassion clients. They feel kind of sorry for you. They want you to do the best and all that. They come sit in your chair because they want to see you succeed. They don't necessarily, this may not be something they will really spend money on. This may not be something that they will really put in their budget. Okay, I can tell you that I don't go to the hairstylist that often. I spend money on wigs, right? So if my cousin was starting out and she wanted me to really support her, I would come and let her do a wash and set or something. But in real life, I like wigs. You get it? So it's like I would come to her a few times just to get her off the ground, just to make her self-esteem where it needs to be, but it's really not going to be part of my real budget. It never has been. So that's what's happening with a lot of friends and family. I call them compassion visits, compassion clients, because they're not your real clientele. So you can't really count them. And somebody may say, my cousin be coming. Okay, we all got that 1 or 2 cousins that's going to always come. That's not a clientele, though. That's a person. That's not a clientele. A clientele is like, you need at least 30 people or more that's coming to you consistently, like every month, every 2 weeks or whatever. That's a clientele. 30, 40 people, 50 people, really. I'm late. It's been a minute. Hey, Lauren. You're going to try to watch me while you work. You doing nails right now? Okay. And Polished by Shell said, I agree, Madam Gracie. It takes 2 to 3 years. Yeah. And so I'm trying to figure out how these people think that they are so cool. I don't know how people still feel so comfortable coming right out of school, just jumping into this expensive ass space. Really? You got money like that? I know these people don't have money like that. You may have it, but why? And even the ones I know have it, why would you want to spend it on that? That's silly. It doesn't make sense. You are out of order. You just like spending money, just spend money. That's going to get old. See, it's exciting at first because you go out and buy new stuff. You buy little shelves. You buy little pictures to go on the wall. Like, I got the dream picture right there, right? Dream. I got another picture right here, inspire. I got all this stuff. That gets old real fast. When the reality sets in that you ain't making no damn money, but you got to keep giving these people this money every week for this rent, that's going to get old real fast. And you doing one client a week who was your aunt who gave you $30. Here you go, baby. I'm so proud of you. That is not paying this $150 you got to give them this week. Plus you ran out of this. Plus you ran out of that. Plus you want to go buy this new thing that's out. You ain't making no money. You actually spending more money. You're actually putting yourself in a hole literally every week. It makes no sense. I say it depends on the person, but typically 1 to 3 years just to be comfortable, right? And you can build a nice solid clientele in a year or less if you know what you're doing. But yeah. Lauren says she missed me so much. Oh, I'm coming to Atlanta. Oh, you ain't been in Atlanta. Did you move from Atlanta? I think you did. Because I got to come get my hair done. I had a flight, but then I ended up moving. So I could not move. I couldn't go. So I'm just sitting up there with flight credit. Yep. Madam Gracie said it. Most people quit after 2 years. Yeah, because that's when the reality sets in. So you come out. You got them compassion clients coming for a couple of months, and you run out and you spend all this money on a space, and then you're a year in and it's kicking your butt financially, and then you might move home and do a couple people from your house or something to try a little something different, but you give up because you skipped over all this major steps. You give up because you wanted to jump to step Z, and after step Z there are no more alphabets. You can only go backwards. Lauren said, oh, you're not doing nails. Okay. You say you done took a break doing nails. I had to find a better location environment, so I'll be back really soon. You all tell me if you all, I'm very serious, do you all want me to host a nail tech retreat here? Because I have an Airbnb upstairs that sleeps, well, it could sleep up to 7 people, but I don't know if people want to share a room, but well, still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 7 people here. Then I have the salon in the basement. I was trying to move to Orlando, but didn't end up going because the person I was going to rent the room from flaked on me. I'll move some other time. Artina said, yes, I'll fly to Chicago. I've been talking about this for a minute, but I actually have the space to do it. At first I was talking about, doing it myself. I mean, renting someplace, but now I have the space. And I think the last time when you all were here, I could not show it to you all because it was rented. But actually, the cleaner is up there cleaning. I could go up there now if you want to see it. Whatever you do, don't give up. I wouldn't have taken so many breaks. Who knows where I'd be if this is your passion, stick to it. Yeah. And Atlanta can burn you out. Atlanta can give you that burnout feeling. Lauren, hit me up. I'm moving to Orlando in April. Oh. Host a retreat. I'm thinking about it, but I'm like, well, people really follow through on that because in order for me to block out my dates, I got to make sure people are really coming. And I think if I did a retreat, it would be like a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, actually. So I don't know. But that's really what I want to talk about. This doesn't have to be a long one. I just want to talk about being out of order because there are so many people that I personally know that insist on doing this business, jumping in this business, and trying to talk to me, an industry professional, like a real industry professional, trying to tell me how they're going to do it. And I'm telling them that they are hurting themselves and not hurting me at all. And they still insist on doing it. And I'm like, I already know, but I'll be a real hater if I told them, you won't even be doing this in a couple of years. That stuff will be sitting collecting dust because you didn't do it. You did it out of order. You did it out of order. You're going to get broke. You're going to get frustrated. You never learned how to brand yourself and get your social media going. You never put any energy into that seriously. You have no followers. Your page barely has any post or anything. And you thought that you were going to run out and get this spot. Make it make sense, please. I just don't understand. I don't understand. So what I'm going to tell you is that I know that it is Black Friday and all that stuff. So I said, oh, you should be running some type of sale, right? So I have unpacked a lot of stuff and I found a box. I was like, oh, there it is. And so what I'm going to be doing is is there anything that you want to be on sale? Because I'm already running a sale and I'm about to tell you what it is. Can you guess what it is? What is it? What do you think it is? I'm running a sale on something right now. And there it is. The 30-day nail technician bootcamp challenge. I know that's a bit old, but there are some people who still want to get it. And so what I'm doing for a cyber weekend sale is a cyber code out of order. Out of order. If you put in the code out of order, it will give you, you're not going to believe this, it will give you the digital version of this book or the hard copy of this book for 50% off. Come over here, girl. Come Come this way. Come on. 50% off. Can you believe it? Oh my God, it's crazy. 50% off. 50% off. I only have so many, but I just want to get rid of those because I'm going to make a new batch order from the publisher. So it's like I have some 50% off the digital version or the hard copy because I'm saying all this to say, seriously, you have to do your brand and you have to find out your niche. Who do you even like as a clientele? Like, who do you like as a clientele? You think you like one thing and you get into, you're like, I don't want to do this. It's just, I'm not feeling it. It's too much work. You might get into the natural nails. You think you want to do acrylic nails, but you do a couple of people's natural nails. You felt relaxed. They paid you really well. They tipped you really well. They came on time. So while you think you want to do all these long, extravagant nails, you might find that as a career, as to pay your bills, like for real in real life, you might like the older clientele. So you got to sit down and do the work. And so this book really breaks it down and tells you week by week what you should be doing, like week by week. And even if you don't do it in a week, You can do it in the next 2 weeks, but it gives you a guide on how to break down your thoughts as to what you want your career in this industry to look like. And it says nail technician, but it's anybody in the beauty industry, because even barbers have different types of clientele. You can have them street boys, you can have the quiet guys, you can have the dads. You have to look at where you're working. Like, what type of salon barber are you working in? Are you working in this hood salon, or are you working in a more conservative salon? Are you working in a middle class, where they don't curse? Do they curse? What type of music do they play? All those things play a factor into where you should be working versus the client, who you see yourself working on. You can't say you want yourself working on the older dad or the pastors and stuff like that in the community if you're working in a hood salon where they're smoking weed and drinking and gambling and stuff in the back. Those two don't match up. So this kind of breaks it down to make you look at certain things, where you should be working versus who you see. Huh?
I saw an animal on the camera. You keep talking.
What, a cat?
I don't know. I didn't see exactly.
Oh, I'm like on the camera. No, that's outside. Okay. But those things, we have to sit down and do the work and think out what it looks like for us. And these are the steps that these people who just jump out, I just want to focus all my energy on finding this cute space so I can make it cute. That is not going to make it. That is not going to help in the industry. Okay. Not going to help. Not going to help. Not going to help. So that is something I said, okay, I need to put that out there for people. So if you use the code out of order, that code will expire, I believe, Monday night at midnight. That code will expire. But if you still haven't gotten your hands on this 30-day challenge, it's week 1, 2, 3, 4, telling you what you should be doing, what you should be looking at, then that might be something you want to look into. I'm very serious. Okay, so I decided just to do that, just to get rid of these few hard copies that I still have here. And just give a chance. I know there have been people that have been saying, like, I'm gonna get it. Well, I know a lot of people wait for Black Friday. So yeah, 50% off, half off. Okay. Lauren said it's definitely not giving up. It's just temporary. I had to find a better location to do nails versus where I was going, where she was doing them. I started at a salon, but I was stressed out. Back to back clients felt rushed and no breaks. Oh, that's part of this industry, though. Believe it or not, that is part of this industry. Welcome. But actually, it makes you a better nail tech, because if you are, that pressure is normal. Believe it or not, it's normal. I've been under that type of pressure many times over the years, and it's frustrating. You're frustrated, and you're all of that at the end of the day. No, it's not your mom. That's my boo, not your boo.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happened?
Looking at.
Okay.
We're back.
Wait. Come back over here. We're back, y'all. Sorry. She's so bossy. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, she's so bossy. I can't wait for her to go home. I can't wait for her to go home.
No, you don't.
Go home. Call the Uber. Use my phone. Oh shoot, we on here. Okay. Yeah. Technical difficulties. You're right. So
okay, I'm back out.
So that happens a lot, where you will feel rushed. And at the end of those days, oh my God, I would say the first 90 days, you are exhausted at the end of the day. Like, you are mentally exhausted, you're physically exhausted. You don't even want to go out. You don't want to comb your own hair, do your own nails, or nothing. But believe it or not, that's putting pressure. That's putting pressure on that code, building it into a diamond nail tech. Those are the moments that make you super efficient in ways that you can't tangibly see. You can't put your hands on right away, but it makes you more efficient. It just makes you more polished. It makes you just more of a working engine, which essentially ends up making you more money as you go along, because that pedicure that may have taken you an hour before, when you keep being under those high pressure situations, you'll be doing pedicures in 35 minutes, right? So trust me, it's part of the business. You said my dang connection keeps going in and out. Okay. You can see, you can hear. No, it's good now. Okay. You said I miss doing nails so much. I'm so excited to come back. And that's what I'm thinking. Like, should I host a weekend? Just like a 2-day. I'm very serious though. Like if I do it, it'll be like, okay, you all come. Everybody comes in a Sunday night and a Monday night, whatever, like 2 nights, because it'll be one night where it's like, actually, it could just be like how do you all want to do it? Because it's a whole apartment, so we can cook up there, we can eat up there together, and then we have the salon in the basement, just something to kind of be like a, what's the word? Like a reboot. So it'll be like a nail tech reboot, because you do get burned out. And I'm still kind of burned out right now, where it's like, I know I should be marketing myself to new people, but I'm kind of just like coasting with the people I've been doing, because like I took a new person and already I'm like, it was very different, and I don't have time for nitpickiness, or I just don't have time for the most. I just don't. I'm burned out a little bit still. So I think sometimes being around other people who are excited still or new, and you can help them, or you can just share energy different ways. I think that it kind of reboots everyone different ways. So let me know. I've been on here 1 hour and 4 minutes. Does anyone have any questions or anything like that? Any questions, concerns, comments? I am still doing the case study. I wrote it down, and it's still right here. And it's called Frenemy Gonna Be the End of Me. Frenemy Gonna Be the End of Me. I just need to do the record. You know how I record the voice and everything. I need to get that done. But that's going to be the case study. And I think I'm going to do it this week. I'm not promising. But I think I'm going to do it this week. Are there any questions, concerns, comments? Scratch my head. Scratch my head. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Harder. Wait. Push my hair off my face.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it again.
Again?
Oh, you're doing a good job. Girl, you're doing a good job, girl. You're doing a good job. Girl, you're doing a good job, girl. You're doing a good job.
Am I gonna be
High five.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Wait.
I think you broke the thumb off. Where is it? Go find the thumb.
No, the thumb was already off.
Oh my God.
It was never me. It was already off when I found it.
Yeah, I was gonna throw this wig away, but then she put it on. It's so cute, ain't it? I'm like, don't mess it up too bad. I think I'm gonna keep it.
Especially since you even gave me makeup.
Yeah, and I put makeup on her. It's very subtle, so they can't tell. So they don't make her take it off. See, I put enough on her for her to notice.
I didn't even notice.
See, I told you she wasn't gonna notice. See, we know what's there, but they don't know what's there, and that's how you know good makeup, because they don't know what's there. So I think that's it. That's all. But we're gonna come back. I'm gonna be back more often. I promise you. I had to get unpacked. I'm about 90% unpacked. But I'm gonna be coming back.
2 years. Kidding, no.
2 years.
2 years from now.
I'll be back. But let me know seriously, and let me know your thoughts on the retreat, because I will want to do it. I don't know with people flying in January into Chicago, but I can't do it during the busy season either, because I'm going to be really booked up there. If I want to do it, I would have to do it like now. Almost like now.
Start today.
Like now. But we're going to do the case study. Frenemy going to be the end of me. Just talking about how talking about frenemies and being a nail tech and having frenemies and friends and clients and frenemies and all this type of stuff.
Friends.
Clients can become friends, right?
I know this. My mother has a job.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's it, you all. Is there anything else? Because I'm going to be clicking out soon. Don't forget that you can go in the cyber sale if you want the 30-day nail technician bootcamp challenge in digital format or the hard copy. 50% off using the code. Girl, if you don't get that, using the code. Using the code out of order. Using the code out of order, you can get it 50% off until Monday at midnight. And then that's it on that. I don't beat people over the head. You know, I just don't want you to be one of those people that are working out of order, trying to run out here and doing the most, getting spaces and all this stuff, and you don't have any clientele. You haven't figured out what your niche is. You don't have a brand. You don't have any clientele. You don't have any social media really built. None of that. But you got a space. That's cute. That's so out of order. It was years, and I'm talking like over a decade before I even thought about doing something like that. I don't understand.
Before you even knew me.
Before I even knew you, yeah. But I don't know. I would be so afraid to do that, and it's not even afraid. It's just like I just knew that wasn't the next move. The next move is to get experience and get people. I wanted to be making so much money per week comfortably before I would ever jump out and do something like that. That just makes common sense to me. So I guess that's it. That's all. Let me see if there are any more comments. No, there are not. If there are, you're probably on Facebook and I can't see it. But we're going to be coming back on here really soon. Don't listen to her talking about 2 years. Really soon. And
yeah, never listen to a kid.
You want to say it again?
Never listen to a kid.
Never listen to a kid. See, she even has common sense. Certain things are just common sense, right, Yanni?
Yeah.
Certain things are just common sense. Exactly. So I think that I'm going to catch you all in the next video. You never know. I might just post up this case study tonight, or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. And so we can discuss it this week. All right. Be safe.
Bye-bye, people.
Bye-bye, people.
Man, that was long. 2 years.